As a 31-year-old husband and new dad, I often think deeply about what it means to live a good life, and I seek to challenge others to do the same. I, like many of you probably, was very scared to turn 30. But what I found was reaching that milestone actually allowed me to let go of a lot of expectations and pressure and to step into the life that I wanted to live moving forward. So, in light of that, here are 10 reasons why being 30 is more rewarding than being 20. Number one, people respect you more. People admire youth, but tend to respect tenure. My career started in the construction industry in Texas, and as a kid straight out of college, respect was not given, it had to be earned. It was generally known that that superintendent that had been around for 35 years and had gray hair knew what he was talking about 100% of the time. In contrast, being 21 straight out of college, you at best knew nothing. By 30, you've likely had close to a decade worth of experience, and with any luck, you've had a good blend of solid mentorship and maybe some good tangible experience. You may even be emerging as a young industry leader. It also helps if you ask a lot of good questions along the way in your 20s. Number two, you've gained experience in something. It doesn't matter what it was that you've done, you have gained experience. In today's world, it's easier than ever to carve out a niche on any subject, topic, or industry. I came across a YouTube channel recently where a man was recounting his decades of experience in a maximum security prison. The channel was getting millions of views. It would be easy to look at time in prison as wasted, but nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is, everything that we do in life gives us some sort of experience and can be valuable to share with others. Sometimes it may even be something that you can start a business from. So the point is, nothing that any of us did in our 20s or you will do in your 20s is wasted. And with the right vision and creativity, you can pivot that into something meaningful and valuable. Number three, you are still in your physical prime. And better yet, you understand more how to utilize that. Have you ever noticed that more often than not, people that win marathons or do really well in fitness competitions, they're not in their 20s usually. They're usually past 30, past 40, late 40s, sometimes even into their 50s. That's because it takes time to strengthen your mental fitness and fortitude. At the age of 20, I was running 7-minute miles with ease, but I lacked the mental toughness to really push my body as far as it could go. By 30, most people have experienced some sort of hardship in life, whether that's the death of a family member or a close friend, being laid off, financial hardship, health problems, even divorce. This has given us resilience and mental strength already. Also by 30, most people with ambition understand that dietary changes and discipline in eating are necessary toward living a healthy life and achieving their goals, and have upped their nutrition game. Good nutrition plus strong mental toughness is a recipe for a strong body that can push you towards achieving your goals. Number four, you have met people in your life that have influenced you in a meaningful way. This is where it becomes very important to be open-minded in life. Most of us, when we get out of high school, we start college, we have only been exposed to a certain set of influences in our life that have largely been the result of decisions that our parents have made for us. Some of these decisions are where we lived growing up, where we plan to go to college, what sounds like a good major, Oftentimes, we inherit a set of values from our parents. By the time we reach 30, however, we have learned to make decisions for ourselves and we have developed our internal compass. And a byproduct of all these decisions that we now make for ourselves are the people that we meet and who influence us along the way. If you're truly listening to yourself and what you want in life, hopefully you're having positive experiences with mentors, teachers, counselors, coaches, significant others, close friends, all of those influences. Number 5, you have more freedom and autonomy to live the life that you want to live. Similarly to point 4, if you have forged a path for yourself and moved away from home, you have exercised your decision-making capacity and allowed yourself to have the freedom to live life the way that you want to. Having autonomy in life is a wonderful thing. And if you are still 20 and watching this video, please take advantage of it. Take risks and experience new things. And be very careful jumping into new relationships and marriages, especially where your freedom is taken away. In a healthy partnership, your partner should push you toward achieving your goals and should prioritize your desires in a reasonable way. Number 6, you know yourself better. You are closer toward realizing an authentic self. Most people have no idea who they are at 20 years old, myself included. I remember coming out of college and being inundated with comments like, "Welcome to the best years of your life," or "Enjoy it while it lasts," or "Make sure that you are taking this time to travel and do all this stuff that you won't be able to do later." The truth is, you should not listen to any of these people. You should not listen to any of those people. Most comments like this come from individuals who have given up on their goals and their dreams and have embraced complacency in their jobs, their families, their marriages. Your 20s are just hard. You are learning about yourself. You're trying to figure out what makes you happy, what makes you tick, what brings your life purpose. You're learning about failure. You're failing and you're learning how to bounce back from that. I think that you can just simplify your 20s in a nutshell. Your 20s should be about making good choices so that you can be prosperous in your 30s, your 40s, and beyond. So don't worry if you can't take that fancy trip to Bali when you're 25 years old. The truth is, you should be focusing on making healthy decisions physically, mentally, financially, spiritually. All those things matter, and they will have a huge impact on your life as you get older. And then when you can afford that trip later, you can appreciate it more and appreciate the journey and the steps that have gotten you to that place. Number 7, you make better decisions than you did 10 years ago. This one is generally self-explanatory. When you start paying your own bills, gain a sense of responsibility, become more mature, you start to make better decisions. It's also so important at this time in your life to surround yourself with people who are going to help you grow and change in positive ways. Some of the most important things to grow in your 20s, in my opinion, are your knowledge base, your sense of empathy, your capacity to forgive others and to forgive yourself, and your inward fire to seek the life that you want for yourself. These are the things that will help you make better decisions as you progress in life. Number 8, you have likely experienced what it means to love and be loved. Your 20s are an excellent time of your life to take risks in regards to friendships and dating. As I've gotten older, it's become more and more apparent to me that authentic relationships with family and friends in life will make you far happier than any amount of money will. It's certainly not a bad thing to make money in life, but I challenge you to prioritize relationships where you can love and be loved over seeking money. If you go all out for money first, you run the risk of people flocking to you for the wrong reasons. This can also ring true in the dating world when you go to actually find a life partner. it's important to stay grounded. Number 9, you have learned to accept some of life's hard truths. We all have to deal with failure in life. In fact, even the most successful people in life fail a significant percentage of the time. Accepting that failure is inevitable is one of life's hard truths. Some other notable hard truths of life are that life is not fair, and that no matter what we do, we can't make everybody happy. By the time we're 30, if we're in a healthy mindset, we've learned to accept these truths and have shifted our focus towards reaching our full potential despite these hard truths being present in our lives. And finally, number 10, you have seen change happen, and you understand that you have the power to not only change your own life, but also the lives of others around you. This one can be a bit polarizing because change can be good or bad. Every action that we take in life affects those around us and affects our own future. This is the concept of the butterfly effect, that every little choice we make in life affects our next circumstance, which leads to another little choice and another circumstance, and so on, in a never-ending cycle. The key is to live life and to make decisions that change our circumstances for the better. If you can avoid making big mistakes in your 20s, and I say big, everybody makes mistakes. Let me be clear on that. But if you can avoid making the big ones that can affect your life in a negative way substantially, then you will be much better off as you move into your 30s. Most notably, try to avoid vices and addictions in your life, and also avoid complacency. Instead, try to fill your life with healthy habits that are going to benefit you in the future. You also need to develop a purpose in life and define your set of values, because this is what will give your actions and your experiences meaning. This will help you develop focus and move towards your goals. And little by little, this will change both your life and the lives of those around you for the better. That's all, everybody. If you're on the younger side, I hope that this video helps you understand a little better what your life might look like at 30 and helps you release some of the worries and the fears that you might be experiencing about what it looks like to be a little further along in life. And if you're in your 30s, I would love to know if you feel similarly to a lot of these points I've made. Feel free to drop a comment with your own experience in turning 30 and what that looks like for you. The truth is, if you take care of yourself as best as you can on a holistic spectrum, and also if you have some good luck, of course, you're only as old as you feel. So getting older is really nothing to